morning, Bull Sharks.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Mackenzie.
And you're watching
BBN News. It's Friday, November 12th. We start today's show with our coverage of the Veterans Day ceremony that the JRTC cadets held in the Black Box Theater on Wednesday. This ceremony was held to honor veterans who served in the armed forces and work here at Bonita Springs High School.
Unlike Memorial Day, Veterans Day pays tribute to all American veterans, living or passed away, but especially gives thanks to living veterans who served their country honorably during war or peacetime. As a result, if you know a teacher who has served, thank them for their service.
We had a chance to catch up with Colonel Dickerson at the ceremony and use it as an opportunity to ask him what students should understand about the importance of Veterans Day.
I think it's extremely important, first of all, from a standpoint of history. It's important for us to understand how we got there and the importance of individuals before us, all those great American men and women who kind of laid the foundation for our country. Freedom is not free. We paid for it with a price, and there were individuals that were sacrificing for us to be able to enjoy the freedoms that we have today. Everyone should know about that, including young Americans.
Thank you, Colonel Dickerson, for your service and to all those who have served.
Before we move on, let's dive deeper into student life outside of the classroom with a new edition of Club Insider. We'll be turning your attention over to Ava Barrios, who caught up with Miss Sinnott, asking in-depth questions about mock trial. She'll be bringing us the latest on their current goals, cases, meetings, and more. Take it away, Ava.
Welcome back to Club Insider, Bull Sharks. This week we're tackling mock trial. If you like to debate or let your point shine, mock trial is the place for you. We got to catch up with Ms. Senate earlier today. Let's take a look.
Mock trial is exactly what it sounds like. It is students pretending to be trial lawyers, be witnesses, and they go through the process of an entire trial from preparation to execution of the testimony and the verdict. So right now we're looking at last year's case. This is our first year doing mock trial here at Bonita Springs High School. And so we're looking at last year's case, looking at how would we have done it, what kind of questions would we have asked, what kind of approach we would have had from both the prosecution side and the defense. We just got our teaser for this year's trial. It's going to be civil. We know it involves two families. We know it involves some environmental damage. And so we're excited to see what kind of testimony, what kind of documents the state's ready to give us.
Thank you, Ms. Senate. We hope to see you guys there Thursdays with your gavel. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Ava. For those of you who see a future in the courtroom, consider giving mock trial a go. Moving forward, we'd like to give a short recap over the blood drive held on Wednesday. Before we roll the clips, we'd like to caution a trigger warning for imagery of blood. The blood drive was incredibly successful with multiple donations. Our local medical facilities thank you for your contribution.
As COVID continues on, as well as regular medical emergencies, there are significant shortages in blood available for transfusions and other operations. As a result, your donations have saved countless lives. A big thank you to all of our donators and to the students and staff who have helped with the event. Now we have a question for the student body. Can you sing better than Jay? We certainly hope so. Now's your chance to show your skills. Our next musical, The Lion King, will be having tryouts starting November 30th through December 1st. Tryouts will be taking place in the musical theater room. As we get closer to these dates, we'll be able to provide more times.
Diving further into announcements, we have a few more to pass along. Seniors, those of you that are currently or were previously enrolled in U.S. government will be taking the Florida Civic Literacy exam on November 15th or November 16th. Please check your student email to find your testing date and time, as well as other details about the exam.
Moving along to sports, our baseball team played our rivals Estero in the first ever Fall Classic Best of 5 game series last week. Our Bull Sharks wiped the floor with their opponents, bringing their best to every game. Game 1, Baker Tiger broke the game open with a bases-loaded double that scored 3 runs to take the lead, and we won 5-2. Game 2, Colton I threw 5 scoreless innings, Tyler Lambert threw 2 scoreless innings, and a 1-0 win. Game 3, Bull Sharks had 5 extra base hits and a 6-2 win. Freshman Elijah Hogeland threw 4 Estero base runners trying to steal.
Both boys and girls soccer have been bringing heat to the field. Boys soccer, both JV and varsity, won their first games of the season. JV won 4-0 against South Fort Myers. Headlining students from this game include Kevin Villatoro, who scored the first goal of the season, and Steven Ortiz, who scored a hat trick to finish out the game. As for varsity, they won 2-1 against South Fort Myers. Throughout this tough game, they also had some headlining players, that of which also included Merrick Novany, who scored the first goal to tie up the game 1-1. Additionally, Brandon Montalvo scored the second goal to seal the win. Their next game is tonight. Boys varsity will be charging through a home game against Estero at 6. Let's keep this streak going, boys. Bull Sharks, come out and cheer the boys on.
Continuing on, for those of you that are interested in purchasing this year's yearbook, you're in luck. Our yearbooks are currently on sale for $60, but pre-order them fast because prices go up November 30th. As of November 30th, they will be $75. You can pre-order them at buytheyearbook.com with our school code shown below.
And with that, we've come to the end of this edition of our show.
We'll see you next time.
And remember, Bull Sharks,
Just keep swimming.